welcome Bremerton resident, 92-year-old veteran Burke Waldron. The Mariners thank you for your service to our country. Hope you enjoy this afternoon's game.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another TTM Success here. As you can see, I have Burke Waldron. Burke Waldron is actually not an MLB player at all. He actually threw a first pitch on May 30th, 2016. One thing I actually kind of stood out from this, from me, wanting to send something, was because in the back it told me he was like 92 years old when he threw this pitch. And there's videos on YouTube if you ever want to search them, just search up Burke Waldron first pitch. And it was around May 30th, 2016. He was 92 years old, as you can see there. And, he threw out the first pitch for the Mariners. But what stood out for me the most was this man was a World War II veteran. And for me, I've always been fascinated by World War II, just the whole courage, brotherhood of it. And of course, these people were heroes, pretty much saving the world from pretty much a very evil group of people. And I don't want to say, Germans or Japanese, there's some people that were, against what was happening at the time. And, I don't want to blame it on all just a group of people. So, I like to say, the Nazis, the Japanese Empire, et cetera, et cetera. Some people, didn't believe in some of that stuff. And, well, you had one person that was the mastermind of it all. But Burke Waldron was kind enough to personalize this for me, also write me a nice little letter. I wrote to him saying, like, I saw like the card and it stood out to me. And personally for me, first pitches, I just usually throw those on the side and not really think much of them. But this is one I kind of like, kept and like, made sure it was safe. And Burke is a really cool guy. The man, like I said, throughout the first pitch, was a World War II veteran. And most importantly, he went skydiving at the age of 90, which is amazing, So there's just like a little bit about him. He also threw this in here as well. So you have him in his uniform, and then you have him again in his uniform today. So Burke is a really, really nice guy. If you write to him, make sure you just thank him for his service. When I wrote to him, I told him, he was a hero, in my eyes at least, and he did great for his country, and he was a really down-to-earth guy, and I congratulated him on throwing the first pitch. I'll probably have the first pitch on here, just to show you what he did. And it's an incredible first pitch. Like the man can throw. He threw better than 50 Cent. So so that means a lot for 50. But with that being said, guys, like I said, make sure you send to Burke. He's a really nice guy. He actually penned me a 2-page letter right here. I don't want to read it just because my cursive reading is not that excellent, so it'll take me a while. But I read it, and he said some really nice things to me, and he was really, really nice guy, and he thanked me for writing to him and all that. Like I said, I'm a fan of him, so if I ever get another card, I'll make sure to send one his way again. And if you do send, make sure you do send, and thank him for his service at least. That's the least you guys can do. And you just be thankful for that. But as you can see here, Burke Waldron, I believe he signed in, I think it was 12 days. I don't have my database up. My computer is actually dead charging, unfortunately, so I'm sorry about that. But I sent to him, I think it took around 10 to 12 days. He does live across the country from me. So it was very nice of him to sign that for me. Again, this is a 1 out of, well, actually this is a 3 out of 1. I just sent the card, he gave me the letter, he gave me the card back signed, and he gave me the one on the right, his own personal card signed as well. So it was very nice of Mr. Waldron to do this for us, for me, excuse me. With that being said, guys, make sure you leave a like and a rating, and let me know what's the best first pitch or celebrity that it doesn't play for the MLB that signed back for you, and how did that go for you? I'd like to hear your successes, and I have a bunch of first pitches that I'm willing to send to, that is not MLB related at all. But thank you guys again. Make sure you leave a like and rating, like I said, and I'll see you on our next success. Take care.